Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the fourth part of the Hummer H1 series. So, as some of you may know if you've been watching, this is a 2000 HMC4, and we are going over everything to give it a paint job. That includes all the seats being ripped out, all the interior trim being ripped out, more of the interior trim being ripped out, more of that being ripped out, all of these goodies being ripped out. So in case you're wondering why it costs like $12,000 to repaint a Hummer H1, that's why. And a lot of those components, besides the interior trim pieces, get replaced with the new component. Predator also has like a bunch of different seals. I say this because I am learning more and more how much work actually goes into it. The whole thing, if you can remember how to put together, famous last words, should be pretty easy to do, just time consuming. It's a lot of man hours. These windshields, these are the heated windshields. These are about $1,200 to $2,500 a piece, depending on where you can get them. And the Humvee ones just kind of pop out. You can see they used an additional RTV sealant there. So I'm not going to crack these because these are in perfect condition and they still work, which is really hard to find. Most of these will have delamination. Again, another sign that this one was kept indoors for its entire life. You can tell from no dry rot on the original Wrangler tires, no delamination on the windshields, and a bunch of other factors. Plain and simple. Also, no rust and all that. But so, working on the outside, we've got a lot of the exterior pieces, the antenna, the mirrors, this strap thing. This is getting repainted intentionally, so I left that on there. This plate is going to have to come off. These are kind of a bitch, but this is what the marker's ground to. So these are in perfect condition. That's what it should look like. The rear two got some major bad corrosion from off-roading. So that's why these side markers didn't work. I got all of these lights to work in the rear from a fuse that was actually a loose connection in the fuse box, not the fuse itself. The fuse itself actually did melt from that though, but from what I can tell, it still has continuity. So I got all this to work except for the license plate light and the two side markers, which I thought was kind of odd. I also thought it was systemic because we're talking about a pair of things. Anytime you're talking about a set of things going out, it's usually a fuse or a main wire connection on the wire harness, not the actual bulbs themselves. The reason why is it's grounded to that. Now, how good do you think that this guy is conducting? Hold that thought, in case you haven't figured it out, we'll go to this side where it's literally, this is a metal conductor. No, it's not. It's not at all. And that's why they weren't working. I was only getting 6 volts. Bad ground because the metal had completely deteriorated. Again, they should look like this. And these worked. Jeez, I wonder why. So yeah, the headlamps are out. All of the lamps are out. The DOT lights, all that kind of stuff. There's been taken off. Like, this is going to have to come off, this little piece of trim here. Got this off, and you can clearly see the original yellow coming through on all these places that the original paint job, whoever did it, didn't take those components off. I still have to take this off as well. I did take the rear ones off, which they did as well. Props to them. They painted in there. You can see where that overspray is, which doesn't matter. Because all this is covered and you literally can't see it anyways, so not a big deal. Got all the gas tank components out for the auxiliary and the main one. I really like the look of these tires. I'm going to get probably 2 more to put up there, replace all of them. On the back, again, all the DOT lights are out and they just pop out. They've got these like Lego-ish connector in the back, which all of them, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's dirt or they just burned, but look at every single one of these lights has a massive amount of shit around the connection. Sorry, except for this one. This was the only one that was replaced with it says max light, but I thought it said truck light, but it didn't. So I guess this will work as well. But anyways, all of those are like, I don't know if that's dirt or shit getting burned. I don't know. But anyways, there's 10 red and 10 of the orange, and those will all be replaced with truck light LEDs. And I'm thinking, because these lenses, unlike the Humvee, they don't come out. I thought they would come out, but see, there's like these little tabs that they plastic welded in place there. So the lenses don't pop out to make this easy. And all that shit's corroded. And so I'm just thinking about putting they're $28 a pop, the truck light LED side markers. They look a million times better. We got LEDs up there. I probably already talked about that, but most of the truck is being converted to LEDs for longevity, brightness, safety, and it just plain looks so much better than the stupid incandescent whatever. Same thing, we got truck light, heated headlights, LED for that, and the flashing circuits are the only thing I'm keeping, unless I want to go with the LED bulbs that have the circuit already built into them. But all the bulbs will have to come out prior to paint. So today is Friday. I'm looking at possibly sometime this weekend taking this in for a quote. Once I have, basically, I've been working on removing the seals. Like, this one's done. It's a bitch. I got to find some type of chemical that will deteriorate this stuff and get it off, because I don't want to come in with an electronic scraper and damage the surface. I'm going to see if I can take it off chemically first. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be covered by a brand new seal, but same thing with the door side. It's $150 for all 4 seals on the inside, and then another $150 for all 4 seals on the outside. It's 12 feet of material per door, per body side, so 24 feet per door in total, and they're 2 different seals. The interior one is this flat seal here, and then the door side is this. You can tell all of this where they didn't take it off, so this is the original stuff. But where it kind of starts to look bad is in some of these places where you get the tape line, it's just, okay, well, you paint it onto the seal, and it's like, is it really that hard just to take these off and replace them? Not really. So might as well go ahead and do that. Our seal down here for our new HVAC stuff is still holding perfectly. Very happy with how that came out. So all that's brand new. Then we just got the new blower, and then everything else that's going to come in. But I left it off because, again, all the door trim, the A pillar, the B pillar, all of this trim is removed because it's got to be removed for paint. Now, it cost me a couple $1,000 to get brand new door seals for the windows. This part is $400 or $250, something like that. And then this is $60 per side, so $120. Then you've got either $250 or $500 for that. Sorry, $250 or $400. And it's a mess. And I don't know if these are the half ones or if they go all the way down. As you can see, the seal is still there too. It's like, I don't know. I'm leaving that for the professionals. I want them to try to salvage this. If they can disassemble the door, I've already done a lot of it. And that's kind of the point of taking it to a professional paint shop. I want them to remove everything like I'm doing, but the difficult stuff like the heated windshields that are taking a little bit too much force to come out, these seals here, all that stuff, I'm going to leave to the professionals to do so that it's done correctly. You have to understand your limitations and your knowledge. Like, I know I can take this off and I could probably chemically treat that to take that off, and that'll save them a ton of time. Same thing with the interior, simple screws. I mean, I've put a stupid amount of man hours already into it, and I don't mind it because it's really casual. I'm sure putting everything back on will be another story, but then I'll be looking at this beautiful gloss black paint job instead of this unique orange peel color. So, yeah, I'm going to continue taking stuff off. It's starting to look goofy. You got a school bus yellow. I don't know why the hell anybody would want that, but that's where we're at. And, yeah, so more of the externals, which is everything on the inside is pretty much taken out. Not sure what I'm going to do with that rear window, but I'm hoping to leave it in and then see if they can salvage these seals. Maybe I can take them out. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm hoping to stay within the $5,000 budget for the paint, because I've done a lot of this work already and they don't have to reassemble anything. I think they're going to laugh in my face, but if I have to go to 7 grand, I'm going to do that, but I need it at 7 or below. Maybe 8 if it's a really good job, but I'm really looking to spend 5 on this. I'd get away like a bandit if I could get a $5,000 paint job after all the work I've done. That's what I'm hoping. And I also just bought $120 of vinyl dye from Seat Doctor. Highly recommend. He's a wonderful gentleman. He was able to color match. I guess this is called moss gray plastic, which is what I was talking about. And then this is a pewter gray vinyl interior. And then, of course, the black, which I think is just generic black, but, you know, whatever. So, because remember, we got to dye the yellow on the inside, and then the yellow Hummer, which I'm hoping I could just change that to another color, but doubt it, so black. And everything's so dusty. So that's why I just like all this shit, I'm just going to re-dye it, going to deep clean it and re-dye it. So it's all nice, bright, original color, exactly how it should be. And that'll match the exterior. So this thing should be squeaky clean and 100% gone through with nothing spared by the end of it. Thank you guys for watching, and the next update, hopefully I've got everything off and then we're ready to go get that estimate. See you guys in the next one.